I've been seeing how Natalie Mordovtseva, star of 90 Day Fiancé, makes sure Mike Youngquist never experiences true bliss. In the ads for Season 7 of 90 Day Fiancé, I first met Natalie. With her doll-like blonde hair, she had the most captivating eyes. Mike and Natalie couldn't have been more alike, even though they had met through mutual acquaintances. Given their contrasts in height, religion, and food, I believed Mike and Natalie to be the epitome of opposites attract in their relationship. Even before moving to America, Natalie still desired a child with Mike. When she moved to Squim to be with him, she simply forgot about it. It appears like Natalie developed the baby as a plot point whenever she wanted some drama in any of her relationships. In Season 4 of The Single Life, she even returned to Mike and asked him to get her pregnant. That's how bold Natalie is. Trish was correct all along. In the finale, Mike was packing his luggage at the end of the Ukraine trip when Natalie threw her engagement ring at him. During Season 7 of Tell All, Natalie accused Mike of cheating and refused to have anything to do with him. According to Natalie, Mike had cheated on her. Mike had spent the night before Sarah's own wedding staying with the woman, who went by the name of Sarah. I remember Natalie coming to the conclusion that Sarah and Mike had shared a bed. When Sarah made an appearance on Season 8's A Tell All, she immediately clarified that Natalie's charges were the result of her own paranoia. When Natalie video called Mike that night, she allegedly saw him without a shirt on and heard Sarah showering in the background. During the 7th season of Tell All, Natalie and Mike were together. However, Mike chose not to pull the K-1 visa application, and Natalie was allowed to enter the United States. Natalie would have chosen not to travel to the United States if she no longer loved Mike, but she came since her goal had always been to marry an American guy, regardless of who she married. I was embarrassed to see Mike ignore his own fiancé for a whole season and not give her back the ring during that time. For the ring, Natalie persisted in begging Mike. Additionally, he abruptly called off their wedding. But one day before Natalie's K-1 visa was set to expire, Mike made the worst decision of his life by marrying her out of remorse. Mike's mother, Trish, had instructed him to call off his wedding. Trish, Mike's mother, frequently vented her irritation on the show and was rather outspoken about how much she didn't like Natalie. I remember Mike being likened to Colt Johnson and referred to as a mama's boy. But Trish couldn't shake the suspicion that Natalie was using her son. When Natalie left Mike to go date other individuals in a different state, she had her "told you so" moment. Since Trish thought Natalie had no real intention of starting a life with Mike and had mainly come to America to obtain a green card, I agreed with Trish when she called Natalie a snake. Natalie got a new boyfriend. After being married to Mike for around 3 months, Natalie left him. She dramatized her desire to wed Mike in order to become his wife and maintain her legal status in the United States. If my understanding is correct, Natalie never fully explained to Mike the reasons behind their breakup. Since there was no justification for her to end the relationship, she was never explicit about it. Natalie had never harbored romantic feelings for Mike. She was hoping to find someone better to replace Mike, thus she wanted to date other individuals. Natalie had to leave Squim in order for that to occur, and she did. After several unsuccessful encounters with a man named Johnny, Natalie traveled to St. Petersburg, Florida, where she met Josh, her current romantic interest. Natalie noticed that Josh was the CEO of a modeling firm and unmarried. What more could a lady who aspired to be an actor and model want? Natalie began massaging Mike's face with her new partner. It was clear to me that Natalie did not consider Josh to be her top pick. Mike and Natalie are refusing to get a divorce. After splitting with Josh in season 3 of 90 Day, The Single Life, Natalie had the option to date someone better, but she didn't. Natalie had broken up with Josh because he refused to name their relationship and to bear her a child. Nevertheless, Natalie continued to live in the flat Josh was paying for and drive the automobile he gave her. Until Josh didn't refer to her as his girlfriend, Natalie could have stayed put. Natalie had to divorce Mike in order for that to occur.